What's up, magic makers? Drew here. And excuse my scratchy voice. I got a little bit of a cold or something going on. Today I decided to get Samhain. Now, I have to admit, for me personally, my favorite Sabbath is Mabon, and then comes Yule, and then comes Samhain. But I have never met the witch, the practitioner of witchcraft, whom doesn't love Samhain. I'm sure they exist somewhere, but I haven't met them. So I decided Samhain's coming. Let's just get a little Samhain-y. Now, technically, there are a lot of things in the shop that could be Samhain-y. I mean, witchcraft is pretty spoopy sometimes, right? So a lot of witchy things, the witchy aesthetic, if you will, lends itself to death and the things that go along with Samhain, the themes of Samhain. So, for example, our magic chalk. We have little owls, we have raven skulls, and we have human skulls. Like, that could go in the category, but I want to focus on things that I've made specifically in the mind of this is for Samhain. So, with that in mind, let's have a look at some of our product. So, of course, many things that could be associated with Samhain could also be associated with Mabon, at least as far as this sort of thing goes. So here's this cute little felted pumpkin that we have in the shop. I want to make more, but I just kind of love it. It's so cute and neat. And here are some more little felted wool pumpkins on this big garland. It's all different colors and they're different shapes and sizes. And then this material is kind of spoopy Halloween themed material in between the pumpkins. It's about 4 foot long. The ends have these little pumpkin-esque beads, and you could always add more twine. And I think when I send it out, I will actually send extra jute twine with it in case you want to expand it by tying more to it and making it longer. But that's kind of the gist. I know it's not really, I don't have it hanging anywhere, so you can't really get a good idea. But the pictures are on the site. I just love these stupid little pumpkins. They're so cute and so fun. Of course, we have our Samhain Sabbath candles. They're made of beeswax, and they have herbs inside of them that are associated with Samhain, and also the themes of Samhain again, you know, honoring and connecting with ancestors, the dead, that kind of thing. And this is just a cute little embellishment, but it does obviously correspond to Samhain itself. And as always, our candles burn crazy. Now you can see all this going on over here. Last year we started doing a Samhain box, and I want to continue to do that. Last year's box was fairly inexpensive. I think it was $40. This year it's double that, but that's because I put more in it. I put more expensive items in it. I want to do it a little different each year. So last year had the components it had in it. This year they're all different. Next year they'll be whatever they are, and I'll probably combine different elements or do them a little bit differently through the years. But I don't want any two boxes to be exactly the same. So let's see. Obviously, the Sugar Skull box is the Samhain box itself, and then everything else kind of goes inside of it. So we have these, some of our intention candles that my husband Justin makes, and these are for cleansing and protection. And there's this cute little black cat charm on, and it's a double-sided charm. There is a vial of grave dirt with some quartz in the bottom. So graveyard dirt has a myriad of properties, but the grave dirt in particular carries the energies of whomever resides in the grave. So our grave dirt is particularly good for protection, connecting with and communicating with, honoring spirits of deceased loved ones, loyalty, and sacrifice. Next, we have a little felted pumpkin head poppet, and they are so cute. I'm so happy with them. And they have these little pins that come with them with little skulls at the top, so you can poke them wherever you want. And his head is filled with chicory and his body has rue. And of course, rue is great for defensive magic, banishing, return to sender, magical amp, retribution, and warding, while chicory is good for invisibility, confusion, and cursing. Now, they do have other properties, but those are the properties that sort of coincide with what it is that we're doing here. So there's what I would call a death offering or an ancestor offering, and it contains herbs associated with Samhain, spirit contact, communication, protection, divination, longevity, and the underworld. There's a shadow playing on everything. I apologize for that. And this cute little booger is a little skull bottle. And inside it is terracotta dust. And terracotta dust can be used for protection, grounding, defensive magic, growth, money, and change. And it's just super cute. We have an obsidian coffin, black obsidian. There's also this little bag that has a pendulum inside, and the pendulum is also black obsidian. And black obsidian, of course, is great for protection, particularly psychic protection, grounding, peace, divination, spirit, communication, and cleansing of disharmonious energies. And the pendulum has this cute little death moth charm on the end, and it comes with a sort of rustic wooden pendulum board. Then there's this distressed planchette, hand painted, and this little smoky quartz orb that sits on top of it. Smoky quartz is one of my favorite crystals because it's great for grounding, manifestation, inspiration, but it is the premier stone when it comes to transmuting disharmonious energies. It doesn't just absorb it, it doesn't deflect it, it takes it and changes it into something harmonious, something good. And last but not least, we have our death oil. It has some of the same herbs as in the offering, but it's made with herbs and oils associated with spirit contact, protection, the underworld, and Samhain. As you can see, maybe there's kind of two of everything. So there are 2 boxes. We do 2 boxes. And as I said, the boxes are $85.50 this year, but like I'm not charging for my labor on anything. I'm only charging for material for the things that I personally did myself. So the hand painted planchette, the little poppets, making the oils, making anything that I personally made myself for the box is purely, all I'm getting is exactly what I put in financially. And I haven't charged the full retail price I would charge to sell the items individually for the box because it is a box set. So if I were going to sell each and every item that I showed you, including the box, retail in the shop separately, the total for all that would be $140.75. That's including tax. So is the $85.50. That's tax included. So it's a really good deal. It's like half the price if I were to sell everything individually. Having said that, I know it's a good chunk of change to spend on it. So I don't expect them to fly off the shelves, but they are in the shop. They're really cool. And while they are designed for Samhain, they're designed for witchcraft. So it doesn't have to be for Samhain. So they'll be there waiting for someone who appreciates them and is able to afford them. I do plan to continue with this each year, having a Samhain box, and the prices will vary depending on what's in the box and what I can do. I want the boxes to be a deal. I want them to be roughly half the retail price of what's inside, if I can manage that, just because what's the point of making this cool bundled box if not to make all the individual pieces a little bit more accessible? and also to just get a really cool box full of witchy goodness. But yeah, essentially that's it. I hope that all of you enjoy your Samhain, whatever you do for Samhain. As always, thank you for checking out our products and what we do here. And until next time, much love and gratitude.